سلام به پارت بعدی ویچر خوش اومدید. بریم ادامه. باید دنبال این لوپریکانه بریم. بذار با اسبم برم. اینجا بی اینجا. بریم. خب میره بیرون. کجا میبری ما رو؟ سربازا خیلی براشون عادیه انگار. دیگه چیه؟ وای اسب داره میترسه. نمیشه بریم حمله نه. خداحافظ. نمیخوام زیاد طول بکشه پارتا، فقط همون دیگه کنوت هاشو میخوام رد کنم. خب وایساد.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around though.
باش چیه؟
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
اون چیه اونجا؟
Clothing. They change in here?
عجیبه. اونجا هم یه چیز هست. این چیه؟
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
خب
Wants to show me something more.
چی؟ برو بریم دوست کوچک من. چیه؟ چیزی معلوم نیست. چیه؟ بلش. زبونش رو ببین. خدا خوبه که واقعا نیست. بکنیم مثلا واقعا بوده اینجور چیزا. اوه چی میگی بابا؟ برو طرف. ای با اینگار مجبوریم با اینا بجنگیم. چی میگه؟ داره میتره که آها چی میگه؟ ببینیم چه اینو بگیر. هست همه جا رو میگن چیزای چرتی هم. نه برش کن. بذار اونو بهتر کنم. اینم بهتر کنم. بیا اینجا درک. اسمش چیه؟ راتفند؟ خدایی دارم عجب چیزایی. خدا تموم شدن. عجب چیزایی هست اینجا. خب ببینیم اینجا چی داریم. ای
do we have here?
اسب بدبخت. استخون.
Bones have been here a while.
زین.
Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days.
دنده.
Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks.
اونایی که من دیدم خیلی وحشی
Horseshoes
بودن.
missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse?
سر.
Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
جنبندی.
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
چی؟ کجا میریم؟ اصلا این منطقه رو دوست ندارم. خیلی بارونیه همه جا. باز چیه دیگه؟ چرا از همه جا جونورای وحشی در میاد؟ عجب شانسی دارم من. ببین همشون دارن میان اینجا. برین دیگه، من باهاتون کار ندارم که. خلاص بازی ذخیره شد. ببینیم چیه اینجا. من چیز مهمیه. جک جونور نداریم؟ نه انگار نداریم.
A fisherman's hut.
وایستاد.
Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
باش. ای.
Who's that? Other room. Come on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for two women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
حرف راست بعد از بچه شنید.
Where'd the girl go? Her son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
همسر وارن کجاست؟
What happened to Tamara's mother?
For like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched him. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twas then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
چی؟ چه علامت هایی؟
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
جادویی باید باشه به احتمال 100%، چون نمیشه معمولی باشن. بعد چه اتفاقی افتاد؟
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
چرا کمکشون کردی؟ نمیخوام بپرسم خب چرا باید کمکشون بکنه؟ آدم نیاز داره باید کمک بکنه دیگه اون یکی رو.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
خب داستان خیلی جالب شد. چته؟ بچه؟
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
اسمم کجاست؟ اول دارم با بارن صحبت کنم. اوه خیلی دوره یکی. اول با بارن صحبت کنم. چرا اینجوری طوفان همه جا؟ شانس بد من. های سوخته در از کجاست؟ باید از این طرف بیفتم دقت نکردم بابا کجاست پس؟ ایوا چجوری ندیدم؟
Faster.
بدو
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
نیازی نبود. بریم پیش بره.
Witcher, a word, please.
چته؟
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
مرد بدبخت خیلی ناراحته حتما. اشتباهاتی کرده ولی خب خیلی ناراحت انگار. میشه بخششش کرد. غارت نامه آشنا. چی؟ اوه خیلی.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire.
Anna had read some story, insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
کش نمیدمش.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? Is she all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
باشه بابا میرم.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontar Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
تو کرمورن.
At Kaer Morhen.
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
من یه استثنا.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman can swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
مشکل چیه؟
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak.
بریم اسبشو بگیریم از دستش. خرگوش خب پیرمرد
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop! Come on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
نمیذارن ازم بگذری بره یکی رو دیگه نمیذارم زود باش کار من زودتر رسیدم شد
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
صدای چیه؟ اوه
Another chance to win.
چی بود؟
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
خب بدرود بذارین من مورد اون جادوگرم بپرسم
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
باشه باشه خداحافظ
So long.
خب این پارت هم اینجا تموم میشه امیدوارم که دوست داشته باشین و ادامه بدین منم پارت های بقیه رو میذارم و شما لذت ببرید سابسکرایب کنید لایک کنید بازپخش کنید ویدیوها رو تا منم واقع انرژی ادامه بازی کردن ویچر رو داشته باشم چون فعلا هنوز خیلی اولای داستانه اگه خوب پیش بره انشالله اون یکی پارتاش هم میذارم به امید دیدار خداحافظ